Hey guys, Daniel from Gaming Gig here, and I wanted to talk to you about something that I've been thinking about since my first night that I spent playing Elden Ring. I was just cruising around on my mystical horse when all of a sudden the absolute coolest looking video game dragon I've ever seen landed right in front of me with some clearly ill intentions. I was suddenly transported back in time to November the 11th, 2011, when I stood in line at my local GameStop to pick up Skyrim at the midnight release. I immediately rushed home to burn some midnight oil, and I was floored by how awesome the game was. I mean, it's clearly stood the test of time, and one of the main selling points was how absolutely sick the dragons looked. I remember that part in the trailer when the dragon crash lands and all the dirt and debris kicks up, and I just remember thinking that I thought if that's what the random encounters in the game were going to be like with dragons, I was in for an absolute blast. I was half right. I was in for an absolute blast, and playing Skyrim is still one of the greatest video game highlights of my life. But the dragon encounters didn't always live up to the hype. The dragons got a little boring, a little repetitive, and honestly were sometimes just derpy. They didn't exactly fight very intelligently, and that dragon that I was so excited about that crash landed into the dirt, well, that ended up being just part of an in-game cinematic. Flash forward back to present day, and I think it's safe to say that Elden Ring has delivered on all of my dragon-related hopes and dreams. The dragons in Skyrim eventually felt like minor annoyances. These dragons, however, are actually scary. And fighting a freaking dragon should be actually scary. Not only do these dragons look cool, but just like all the other bosses that I've run into so far in Elden Ring, they're actually super tough. And they also seem to fight a little more intelligently than those Skyrim dragons that, again, I've described as a little bit derpy. Now guys, I don't want you to think I'm just dissing on Skyrim. I promise I love Skyrim, and I have like hundreds of hours on that game. I also understand that it was developed for console hardware that at this point is not only just years old, but is generations old. And I know that comes with some serious limitations. They were working with what they could at the time, and if you ask me, they did a great job with it. All I'm saying is that the dragons that From Software are throwing at me right now hit me right in the nostalgia feels, while also expanding on that and giving me what I'm pretty sure I've always wanted out of a video game dragon encounter. Skyrim, I love you, but Elden Ring, you're doing something right. Well guys, that's all I've got for you today, and I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe. That really helps us grow the Gaming Gig channel. And don't forget to follow us on all the social medias and join our Discord server. We're trying to grow that thing. You can find an invite link in the video description. Guys, I will catch you in the next video. Later.